discomfort with any of these following that I'm going to say. Bloating, gas, digestive discomfort, diarrhea or constipation. Anyone?
Yeah.
Oh yes. Brain fog, menopause, low mood, skin issues, breakouts or dry skin conditions. Anyone here?
Yeah.
Trouble with sleep, lower energy, or really fatigue. Weight management, perhaps despite changing your diet and doing more exercise, and you're still struggling to lose some weight. And most of people are struggling with one or two, if not all of this. I was all of this, okay? And just to know why I'm saying I was all of this, because I was struggling with my gut. Over 40 years, I've had issues with my gut. I used to spend 5 to 10 days without going to the toilet. My life was miserable. I was in constant pain, bleeding, most of the time from my back, and constipated and bloated. This was my life. I visited so many doctors. I had infant trauma about when I was doing the potty training. So mummies, be careful with the potty training. And I've done so many painful colonoscopy. I don't know if you have done that, but it's really painful, very discomfort, and tests and very expensive treatments, and nothing worked for me. Nothing. In 2010, I had 1/3 of my bowel removed. This curve is to remind me how grateful I am to be alive today. And this was in 2010, and during 10 years after my surgery, I was still suffering with my gut and having all these problems that we talked about before. And I have to say that when your gut is not working, nothing else in our body is working properly. And I was ill all the time. I had migraines, I had back pain, I had problem with the brain and moods and all this, and hormones as well. And I was sick to be sick. You know, when you don't know what is living without being sick, this was me. Then in 2020, a friend of mine told me that she could help me with my gut. And to tell you the truth, I was very skeptical, because I was like, oh, okay, I have no hope how you are going to help me. But I really took the chance to see what she had for me. And today I have to say that I am a person with a normal life, a healthy gut, and I'm feeling so healthy and happy now that I can say that I wasn't feeling like that even when I was 15 years old. That we're supposed to have all energy that we can. And nowadays, I go to the toilet every single day. I don't have pain, I don't bleed anymore, and I don't need to use any laxative that I used to. And I can say that I am the queen of the toilet now. And thankfully, this has remained to this day. This is the most important, because when you take laxative, you are fine for a few days, but then all the pain and all the problem come back even worse. And I learned how to feel my body properly. And I learned about nutrient-dense foods. Fundamentally, I sorted out my gut microbiome, which was controlling so much of the stuff that was going on in my body. What has been so interesting for me to learn all these past few years is that an undeniable and proven link to all of this and your gut is so related. By sorting out your gut health, you could potentially solve all these other issues, and feel the best you've ever been. And that's what I'm going to talk about today. So sorry about my notes, but as I am very passionate, if I don't have my notes, we're gonna leave tomorrow. So I really need to be on time. So I want to talk to you about a bit of gut. Your gut microbiome is the foundation of your health. Good gut health occurs when you have a balance between the good, which is the helpful, and the bad, potentially harmful bacteria and yeast in your digestive system. And did you know that 50 trillion bacteria live in your gut, with around 300 to 500 different types of bacteria? It's just like a fingerprint. Each person's gut bacteria profile is unique. There's nothing else like that. And you need a balance between the good and bad bacteria for your body to function well. More or less 70% of our immune system is made in the gut. So if your gut is not working properly, your immune system won't function well, and you will get sick much more. 90% of our body serotonin, which is our happy hormone, is made in the gut. So again, if the gut is not healthy, you will struggle to produce that serotonin, and this is why gut health is massively linked to low moods, even anxiety or depression. So it's important, right? And if you want to be our best, we clearly need to pay attention to the health of our gut and doing all we can do to improve our gut health. And I'm going to give you some tips. So, knowing these facts, let's go back to the unhealthy gut before. Number one, if you often have an upset stomach, diarrhea, bloating, constipation, and all these things, and even sometimes heartburn, all can be sign of an unhealthy gut. A healthy gut doesn't find challenge to process food or eliminating waste. Number two, if you eat a lot of sugar and high processed food, high sugar diet is strongly linked to an unhealthy gut. Okay, if you are feeling all the time for the sweets, pay attention to your gut. And this is a vicious cycle because the bad bacteria make your brain crave more carb-based food and sugar. Okay? And number three, so if you're not sleeping well and you're always tired, the majority of the body's serotonin, I'm going to talk a lot about this serotonin, which is the hormone that affects the mood and the sleep, and it's produced in our gut. So if the gut is damaged, it's going to affect your sleep massively. Okay? And number four, if you're having skin issues, if your skin is irritated or you're suffering from the skin conditions like Lana was saying, or even such eczema, psoriasis, and acne, there is a growing research that an unhealthy gut and a diet could be contributing to this. And undoubtedly, when the gut is healed, the skin issues like acne, for example, seems to improve hugely. Number five, right, Taya? You are putting on weight or losing weight with no obvious change in your diet or lifestyle. Me, for example, I used to have all the time, I was 45 kilos, then sometimes 63 kilos, and then 40 kilos. So my mom used to say, oh my goodness, you need a doctor because you are so skinny. Are you sick? I'm like, no, I'm not sick. Then sometimes, boom, 63 kilos. Oh my God, you need a dietitian. Are you sick? This was my mom. So, gaining or losing weight without making change to your diet or exercise habits may be a sign of unhealthy gut as well. An imbalanced gut can impair your body's ability to absorb nutrients, regulate your blood sugar, and store fat. Also, similar story if you have trouble managing the weight, like I was having, trying to lose, and then nothing was happening. And the low mood. Sometimes we wake up very happy, sometimes we wake up like a rubbish, right? So this is not always, especially for women, because we have so many other hormones things, but it can be also some gut issues that you have. So now comes the tip. I think all of us want some tips on this, right? The first one, Lana told you about the Be Well, it's lower our stress level, because we all have we live in this world that is full of stress around us, and we need to protect ourselves. So high level of chronic stress is hard on your body, including your gut. So if you get very stressed, one of the things, maybe some people don't feel to eat, or other people really eat a cow, right? This is your level of stress that makes your gut doing that. Some ways to lower stress may include meditation, yoga, getting a massage regularly if it's possible, all these things that is going to relax. I love ashwagandha supplement. Sometimes I take it if I'm really stressed. And the ashwagandha is a powerful adaptogen. And mixed with saffron is even better, because manage occasional stress. Get enough sleep. Who gets enough sleep here? Can you tell me? Sometimes I can say. Yes. Joe has a long story about that. Allow your body to have a full night's sleep, to allow it to recuperate, regenerate, and rest. These will have a positive impact in your gut. Example, if you find it helpful, you can do yoga before, go to bed. Calm music before bed. Ideally, 8 to 9 hours of full sleep would be amazing. And before that, for 1 hour, you could have your room very dark, no screens, no TV, 1 hour before. This would help with your sleep as well. And number 3, eat slowly. I know nowadays it's so hard to eat slowly, right? Because we have all the time. But it's important. Chewing your food truly and eating your meals more slowly can help promote digestion, like a full digestion, and absorb all the nutrients that your body needs. And this may help reduce digestive discomfort and maintain a healthy gut. So it's very, very important. Everything when it goes slow, the nutrients go exactly where it should be. Also, not drinking water or any liquid during or after your meal, at least 30 minutes. I don't know, like I never could drink and eat, but this is a good thing that I was doing, and I highly recommend you to stay hydrated. Of course, drink plenty of water. It's really beneficial for the mucosal lining of the intestines, as well on the balance of good bacteria in the gut. And normally it's 2 liters per day in general. 5, look at your diet. This is so important because from 4 years old.
Yeah, really is.
Anyway, I almost finished, promise you. So I was talking about the making small changes, like reducing processed high sugar and high fat food. that you eat will contribute to better gut health. Additionally, if you eat plenty of plant-based food and lean protein can positively impact your gut. A diet high in fiber and whole foods has been shown to contribute to a healthy gut microbiome. Two more, but very quick. 6, eat more or less 30 different fruits and vegetables. This would be per week. I know sometimes it's really difficult because I'll go off very quick, but it's really, really important. And 7, take a prebiotic and digestive enzyme supplement. I've just done now. Take So one more time, I really appreciate your time to be here with us today. Of course, we brought some cakes I made this morning. So it's